we have done a miserable job teaching young people history. And, those of us who have lived through it, I went to Israel for the first time in 1980, so a long time ago. And I've been back many times. And obviously, with my husband, deeply involved in all kinds of activities to support Israel and to, try to be as helpful as possible. But it was astonishing to me because I had so many conversations, and frankly, they often started as confrontations with students, not just at Columbia, but elsewhere. Where were they getting their information? They were getting it from social media. They were getting it most particularly from TikTok, which is governed by an algorithm at least up till now, still largely manipulated by the Chinese Communist Party.
Hillary Clinton's asking us not to believe what we see with our own eyes. For 2 years, people have borne witness to a genocide in the Gaza Strip, including mass killing of unarmed people, women, children, and the elderly, and as well as starvation inflicted on the population. Out of all that concern and backlash, Clinton has blamed critics of the war for being brainwashed by technology and by social media platforms. Presumably, she prefers that people get their information solely from her and other pro-Israel activists and politicians such as her herself and her husband have been throughout their entire lives. The breakdown of the ability of elites to control the narrative on Gaza has manifested in a greater upsurge of sympathy towards the Palestinians, particularly among young people and even among many conservatives who are aghast at Israel's treatment of the people of the Gaza Strip. Clinton, in response to this backlash, has simply doubled down on the familiar Democratic tactic of blaming the voters. In this case, we've all seen for ourselves what happened in Gaza. She preferred that we did not see, and if we did, she'll accuse us of being brainwashed. Until Democrats find a way of changing and embracing the views of their voters on issues like Gaza and others, they're going to have trouble fighting against politicians who can say clearly that they're against genocide and they're against the corrupt policies that Ms. Clinton and her ilk have upheld for so many years.
I'm excited to announce that my colleague Ryan Grim and I are launching a new non-aligned news organization. It's called Dropsite News. You can find us at dropsitenews.com. We intend to focus on American politics and on American wars all across the world. We'll also be covering international news and working with networks of reporters on the ground in a variety of countries. We are extremely excited to launch this new news organization, but we can't do it without your support. This is going to be a grassroots effort. So let your friends, your colleagues, your family, even your foes know Dropsitenews.com is now a news organization that is going to take big swings at powerful people. We also have a plan to make it a sustainable, lean operation. Look, we know that it is insane to launch a new news organization in the heat of summer. We agree, but the news cycle doesn't rest. Gaza is being rampaged, ravaged, burned in a genocidal war being facilitated by the United States. The only man standing right now between Donald Trump and a return to the White House is a guy who, in between his afternoon naps, is facilitating that Israeli genocide in Gaza. The stakes across the world for basic freedom and democratic principles have never been higher. That's why we're creating Dropsite News. That's why we're launching it right now in the middle of summer. We already have several stories in the pipeline, and we have big plans for the coming months and years. Join us at dropsitenews.com. We are going to be accountable to you, to our readers, to our listeners, to our viewers. We are a people-powered organization. We are going to build this from the ground up, and we can't do it without your support. Join us at dropsitenews.com.